So this video is actually going to be me showing you all of the makeup, perfume, and the nail polish that I finished up for the entire year of 2015. Initially, I was under the impression that that would take a ton of space, but I actually just kept it behind a door in a big Sephora bag, and I didn't have any issues storing it for the entire year. So seems like it might be a hoarding tactic. It's really not, because I'm going to recycle and toss out all of these products shortly. So anyway, I wanted to show you guys really quick. In this notebook here, I went through every single one of my Empties videos for 2015, and let me show you. I marked down the products for every single month. There's another page, another one, and my total is down here. So I have the total amount of makeup, perfume, and nail polish that I used up in the year of 2015 was $1,894 worth of products. So I'm actually going to switch the camera angle and just set it above the products and just kind of point out what I used up in the different categories, and hopefully it'll be entertaining for you. Everything you're going to see is calculated into the total amount that I used up, except for the little vials of perfume samples, whether it's one that I asked a Sephora employee to fill up for me, or whether it came in like a subscription box or something. Just the little sample sizes of perfumes, I didn't add those in at all to this number. And I also had items, if they were mini, I would get the ounces that was in the full size, and I'd calculate out how much it would cost for the mini based off of the full size amount, if that makes sense. So if there was a Laura Mercier caviar stick, I have a full size and a mini. So the full size, I calculated it out at $28 because that's what they are. But the mini caviar sticks, they actually have half the amount of product that the full size ones do. So that one I calculated it out at $14, if that makes sense. So I do owe a lot of these products to Project Panning and seasonal challenges. I would definitely consider Project Panning a subgenre of the beauty community, but it's really fun and it's really tight-knit. So let me swap the angle really quick and show you all of the items that I used up for this year. Alright, so here is a really quick overview of everything that I used up makeup-wise for 2015. I do have some nail polishes down here on the ground, and then there are additional products like perfumes and other items over on my couch. So I'm going to separate out the individual categories and then show you what I finished off for 2015. For primers, I have the Laura Mercier foundation primer in the Radiance version. This is just the 1 fluid ounce bottle, and then I have 2 of these little mini Benefit Stay Flawless 15-hour primers. So that was it for my face primers. Here are my actual foundation products, and I have 2 full sizes and 1 mini. This first one here, this is from Laura Mercier. This is the Smooth Finish Flawless Fluid in Vanilla. This was a little bit too dark for me. And I also have this one here. This is the Estee Lauder Resilience Lift Extreme Foundation and the Revlon Color Stay Whipped Foundation in 150 Buff. So those are all of my liquid foundations. Then I have BB creams, CC creams, tinted moisturizers, that sort of a category. First off is the Pond's Luminous Finish BB cream. Absolutely love this stuff. I think this is my second or third container that I finished off. The L'Oreal Silky Sheer BB Face Lotion with an SPF of 50. This is actually the Saint Tropez Gradual Tan Anti-Aging kind of self-tanner product, but I put this down and then I don't have to put on a face product. I don't have to put anything down because it does tint the skin on the face really nicely, so I actually really love that. Here is a little mini of the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer. This one's in nude. It was a little bit too dark for me if it wasn't in the summertime, so I did mix this one in with other foundations usually. This is the Clinique CC Cream. This one was really light, and I did mix this one as well. Here is a little one from Coats. This is the Flawless Complexion Blemish Free BB Cream kind of tinted moisturizer product. And last up is from Dr. Jart. This is their Beauty Balm, and I really liked this one too. So I have concealers next. I finished off 7 in 2015, so I have 2 of these Maybelline Dream Lumi clicky concealer pens. I really like these, but they run out really fast. There is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. This is all cleaned out. This is my all-time favorite concealer ever. This is the Makeup Forever Full Cover Camouflage Cream. This one is actually waterproof, and I get the shade number 3, but I completely cleaned this one out. I have repurchased this one. This one is a stick concealer from Sonia Kashuk. This is called the, this one is the Take Cover Concealer Stick, and I had the shade Dawn. And this one, I'm not sure how I feel about these concealers that you have to roll up that are in a stick form, but I used it up, it was fine. So there's that one. I also have this one from Clinique. This is the Even Better Eyes Dark Circle Corrector. Looks like there's a ton of product in here, but this is all air. It's an interesting product. I don't think it provided enough coverage, but you know, it was nice while I had it. And the last concealer was this pot here. This is the MAC Studio Finish Concealer in NW15. So those are all my concealers. Next up, I have powders. So I have some pressed ones here as well as some loose ones. This first one over here is from Physicians Formula. This is the Powder Palette Multicolored Pressed Powder in the shade Buff. And it had a bunch of different colored little blocks in there, and I did end up repressing this one, and I mixed up all the different colored sections, but it worked just fine before and after I pressed it. This is the Studio Fix powder from MAC. This one is NW18. I really liked this one too. It's a pretty full coverage powder. Actually, you could wear this in place of a liquid foundation. So there's that. I also had this little mini powder here from Tarte. This was a deluxe size sample of their Smooth Operator Amazonian Clay Pressed Finishing Powder. So this one also is finished off, you can see there. Here are my loose powders that I finished. Here is one from Bare Minerals. This is the Mineral Veil. This one is completely finished off. This one was from Makeup Forever. This is their HD High Definition Loose Powder. And I think they've since changed their packaging on this. And the last one is the Bare Minerals Blemish Ready powder, and this one was in Clearly Pearl. So there are only 2 blushes that I finished for the year. I had this one from Clinique. This was in a project pan, that's why there's a design on the front there. I was marking my progress, but this is the Blushing Blush Powder Blush in the shade 08, which is Cupid. So this was a kind of a mid-tone pink shade. And then I also had this one from NYX. The packaging completely broke on this, but this was their powder blush in Angel. I really liked this one. There is one bronzer that I was able to finish. This is the NARS Laguna. This is just a little mini, well, it's like a duo. This side was the Laguna, and I already have a blush from in Orgasm. I wasn't planning to use this one, I just wanted to finish off this, and I was, so I will be getting rid of this guy. So only one bronzer for the year, but I should have more finished off for 2016. I have 2 cream highlighters and 1 powder. This first one is from Becca. This is the Shimmering Skin Perfector in Opal. This is just a little deluxe size sample of it. It has half of the amount of product that the full size does, but I enjoyed this for mixing in with my foundation, but I'm not sure I would purchase the full size of this. I also have a deluxe sample from Buxom. This is the Divine Goddess Illuminator. I definitely preferred this one mixed in with foundation as well. And the last highlighter that I was able to finish off was the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Soft and Gentle. This is in their old packaging. They have since changed the packaging up, but that is what it looks like completely finished off. So I'll put this one in my Back to MAC bag and dispose of these two, but I had 3 highlighters for the year. For brow products, I have 3. I have one pencil here. This is from Maybelline. This is the Master Shape by Eye Studio pencil in deep brown, and they've actually discontinued these that have the plastic pencil here. They've replaced them with a wood pencil, but I don't like those, so I do have a couple of these in my back stock currently. And then I have 2 brow gels. This one is the clear brow gel from Anastasia, and then this one is the tinted brow gel. And it's halfway finished in there, you can see, but it's really gross on the inside, so this one really needs to be thrown away. This is in the shade Granite. I finished 6 liquid eyeliners. I have 7 black pencil eyeliners, and then 4 colored eyeliners other than black. So collectively I have 11 pencil eyeliners between these two and 6 liquid, so I'm 17 if you're counting it all together. So starting off with the liquid eyeliners, I have this one here. This is the Scone Tattooed Waterproof Eyeliner. I really wasn't the biggest fan of this one. This one did have a felt tip, and usually the felt tips dry out for me quicker than anything else. I also have one of the Jordana Fabuliners. This one was just in black. I used to really love this eyeliner, but they kind of messed with the formula a little bit and it's just not the same. Probably one of my all-time favorite liquid eyeliners was the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner in the shade Trooper. This is actually a brush tip, but it looks like a felt tip. That is it there. This is a really fantastic eyeliner. I had a subscriber send me this one. This was from Pixel. This is their Party Proof eyeliners. You used to be able to pick these up at Ulta, but I think they have taken these out of the Ulta stores, but this was a fantastic eyeliner. It was about $5 and it worked almost the same as the Kat Von D one. It had the same brush tip applicator there, but this one you can see there's like a blob of ink coming out since it's been sitting for so long. But anyway, this one was a really good one if you can get your hands on it. I have 2 of the Physicians Formula 2-in-1 eye boosters, and they're both in ultra black. These are a really nice substitute for the Kat Von D tattoo liner, but I feel like the Kat Von D one lasts a little bit longer than these. Moving on to the black pencil eyeliners. I have this one from Marc Jacobs. This is one of their highliners. This is in Blacker. And when I put this in my waterline, it showed up really nice. It was really pigmented, but little flecks of the eyeliner would flake off into my eye and really irritate it. So I probably wouldn't pick up the full size of this, but I enjoyed the sample while I had it. Here is another deluxe size liner. This is from IT Cosmetics. This is the No Tug Waterproof Gel Eyeliner. This is just the black one. This was also a roll-up one too. This is the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in Perversion. That's all that's left of it there. I really enjoyed this one. I got this in an Ipsy bag. This is the Bella Pierre Gel Eyeliner. This was in the shade Ebony. Really loved this one. I would buy this one online in the full size. Moving on to these little babies here, I have the Makeup Forever Aqua Eyes liner. This was in 0L, which was the black one. This is, oh man, what was this one? I think this was the Made to Last liquid eyeliner in Black Point, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that's what that one was. And then this is the Rimmel Scandalized Waterproof Kohl Liner in black, right there. Onto the colored eyeliners, I have one from Jordana here. This is the Metal Rocks Metallic Retractable Eyeliner in 01 Green Envy. This was a pretty nice one. I think I had this in my Finish 5 by Cinco de Mayo challenge, but it was a really pretty green shade. You can see there it was a little bit metallic. It didn't go on the waterline very well, but it worked on the upper lash line. Here is an Urban Decay 24/7 eyeliner in Ransom. It was kind of a bluish purple. This is the Rimmel Scandalized Waterproof Kohl Liner in Nude. Really enjoy this. I use this almost every day on my waterline. I would actually interchange this one and this nude one from Rimmel quite frequently. For the waterline, this is from Vasanti. This is the Extreme eyeliner in Rose Gold. This was pretty nice. It did have a kind of like a pinky champagne sheen to it, so I could also use this as a base for any eyeshadows or anything. So there are all of my eyeliners. Next up are some eyeshadow bases. I have 3 in the potted form and then 2 sticks. So I have 2 of the Maybelline Color Tattoos right here. One was in Seashore Frost and the other one was in Pure Nude. These were actually both in challenges throughout the year, so I'm really happy that I was able to finish off 2 color tattoos. I also have a MAC Fluid line here. This is my all-time favorite shade. This one is in Catch My Eye. This was released with a holiday collection, but it's completely cleaned out in there. This was a really pretty taupey gray shade with a golden shimmer throughout it. It was gorgeous. I do have a backup of this one now because they re-released it with the Hot Dogs collection. There are 2 of the Laura Mercier Caviar sticks. I have a little mini one in Copper, and it was a really intense orangey copper shade right there. It's very metallic. And then I have the full size in Pink Opal. Let's see if I can get a swatch. I don't know if I'll be able to. Yeah, I can't get a swatch. It was just kind of a pinkish, pinky champagne shade right there, you can see. So yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with the cream bases that I was able to finish off. I finished 5 for the year, not too bad. Onto my mascaras. I have 20 of them here. I have 2 of the Clinique Bottom Lash Mascaras. I only use that on my bottom lashes. This is the Makeup Forever Smoky Lash. I like this mascara a lot. I have the YSL Effect Fossil Mascara. This one is the Urban Decay Perversion Bigger, Blacker, Badder. This is the Maybelline Falsies Mascara. That one is fantastic as well. This is one from Blink, Mascara Amplified. It was alright. It's one of those tubing mascaras. I have 2 of the Buxom Lash mascaras here. These were pretty good. They're really nice for getting any clumps out of your lashes. I have 2 of the Clinique High Impact mascaras here. One from Estee Lauder. This is the Sumptuous Volume Lifting Mascara. This one from Elizabeth Mott. This is the It's So Big mascara. This one is really good. I would definitely look into purchasing this one online somewhere. This is the Pixie Lash Booster Mascara. I used this one as a primer. It didn't do anything on its own, so I really wasn't a big fan of that one. This is my all-time favorite mascara ever. This is the Laura Mercier Full-Blown Volume Lash Building Mascara. So its name is like 10 miles long, but it's a wonderful mascara. I have the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes, Benefit They're Real, Benefit Roller Lash. This was also another favorite of mine. I would definitely pick up the full size of that one. And then finally I have 2 minis of the MAC Zoom Lash Mascara. I don't think that this was anything special. I probably wouldn't purchase that in the full size either. I have a few lip scrubs. So I have the Popcorn Lip Scrub from Lush. This was pretty good. This one had a little bit of salt in the scrub, so it was pretty nice. It was like a sweet and salty scrub. I have this one. This is the Santa's Lip Scrub. This was actually given to me from Ronnie. I'll link her channel in the down bar if I remember, but this one had little pink hearts in it that were edible. They dissolved, and it also smelled like cherry cola, so this was really cool. And then the last one was the e.l.f. Lip Exfoliator. This is the one that looks like a lipstick tube when you're using it, but all three of these are finished off. Okay, moving on to my clear lip balms and lip treatments. I finished 7 for the year. So I have this one here. This is the Bonnie Bell Vitagloss 02 Moisture Stick. This one is in Watermelon Wellness. This is the Chapstick Hydration Lock 8-hour chapstick. This was in some kind of vanilla flavor, but I probably wouldn't purchase that one in the future. I didn't like the texture of that so much. A couple from Fresh. This is the Sugar Advanced Therapy Lip Balm right here. I have 2 of the original. One is a mini. This is just their regular sugar lip treatment. And the full size. This one was in my Finish 7 by Spring. And then I have 2 EOS balls here. This one was in strawberry something. And then I had this one here in pomegranate. So those are all of my lip balms. I only had 2 lip liners that I finished off for the year. This pink one here is from Starlooks. This was in the shade Tickle Me Pink. It was just kind of a brighter medium pink shade right there. And then I had this one from MAC. This is one of their PowerPoint eyeliners in Bordeaux line, and yes, it's an eyeliner, but I used it as a lip liner, so there are those 2. On to tinted lip balms. I have 2 from Clinique. I actually finished off a 3rd one, but I can't find it anywhere. These 2 are part of their Chubby Stick Moisturizing Lip Color Balm line, and this purple one is in Voluptuous Violet. I do have the full size of this, but I would purchase this in the full size if I didn't. And then this other one was in Mega Melon. The 3rd one that I had was the Baby Tint line. It was a very, very sheer lip color, had just the slightest hint of a pinkish lilac. That was in Flowering Freesia. Then I have the Dior, what are these called? The Lip Glow Color Reviver Balm. This is just the pink one in 001, and I did dig most of the product out of this. I'm hoping I can figure out how to depot a different lip product into here because I think the packaging is really gorgeous on this. This is the Sephora and Pantone Universe Venus Lure Lip Balm in Rosebud. And it was just this really bright, intense kind of fuchsia purple shade. Let me give you a little swatch. There is a swatch of Rosebud right there. So anyway, even though there's only 4 here, I did finish off 5. Okay, moving on to my lipstick category. I have 19 lipsticks here that I finished off. I may have back to MAC'd a few of my MAC lipsticks, I can't recall. So I'll start off on the left side here. This is from e.l.f. This is one of their matte lipsticks in Tea Rose. This is from Maybelline. This one is in 960 Must Have Mauve. They've actually discontinued this one. It was just a really pretty kind of pinky purple sort of shade. There is a Color Whisper from Maybelline right here. This one was in number 60, which is Petal Plush. Oh, I'm sorry, Petal Rebel was the name of this one. It was just kind of a brighter pink shade. This was in a Project Pan. There's one from L'Oreal. This is in 800 Ferris Nude. This one was also in my Project Pan. This was in the very first Project Pan of 2015. So this is a really pretty nude lipstick from the drugstore. I have one from Revlon here that almost just looked like a lip gloss on the lips. It was so incredibly sheer. This was gone so fast. This is in number 820, Pink Cognito. Again, like I said, it was crazy sheer. There's one from M Cosmetics. This is Michelle Phan's cosmetic line. This is in the shade Showstopper. I loved this color. This was like a sheerer version of MAC Snob. I have a Clinique deluxe size sample of Black Honey. This is a sheer dark, it looks black in the tube. There is a swatch of Black Honey right there. So it's a really pretty shade. It's kind of like a reddish marsala kind of sheer color. Looks beautiful in the fall time. Here's one from NARS. This is in Jungle Red. This was actually the red lipstick that was in my Project Pan that was supposed to end at the end of 2014, but it carried over into the first month of the year. So here is one from Kat Von D. This is her lipstick in Lovecraft. This is in the old packaging design. I like the shade of this, but I don't like the new formula of her lipsticks, so I won't be repurchasing that. Here's one from Too Faced. This is in Marshmallow Bunny, and this is just a little bit too coral and bright for me. It was nice for the spring and summer though. Here's one from Tarte. This is just a little deluxe size sample. This is in the shade Lovely. You can see there it's just kind of a mid-tone pinkish, pinky red kind of shade. Here's one from MAC. This is one of their lipstick in Pretty. This is one of the Sheen Supreme, so they have like the squared off top like that. But this is just a very light, kind of easy nude shade to mix with other lipsticks or to just wear on its own. I have 3 MAC lipsticks here. This first one, this is the Viva Glam Gaga. This is the original one, the kind of bubblegum pink shade. I also have this one here in Lovelorn. This was in a project as well. That is what that shade looked like. This was kind of like a pinky coral kind of shade. That's it there. It was really pretty. And then the last one was in the shade Please Me, and this is one of their mattes, and right there. So I also had these 3 little mini lipsticks here. This first one is from Buxom. This is in Nudist. Yeah, Nudist. And this was a strange consistency. It didn't take me long at all to finish this off. I also had this one from Urban Decay. This is in the shade Naked. This is just their little mini. And then the last one was this. This is another one from Buxom. This is in the shade Brooklyn. And you can see there it was kind of like a darker, reddish, mauve-y, kind of wine shade. So those are all of the lipsticks that I finished off for 2015. Okay, on to my lip glosses. I have this little sample here from Urban Decay. This, I didn't add it into my total because it's in like this little plastic container here, but I just wanted to show I did use it up. So I have 14 containers and then 1 sample, so I'm just gonna say 15 of them. This first one here, this is from e.l.f. This is one of their Hyper Shine lip glosses. This is in the shade Fairy. This is probably my all-time favorite shade from that line from e.l.f. This is from Essence, and I took the stopper out and I just have it caught up in the top so I can't close it, but this is one of the XXL Shine glosses from Essence. I really liked that one as well. A Tarina Tarantino gloss. This one is in Kabacon. This was a very light shade. It almost came off as clear, so I probably wouldn't pick any more Tarina Tarantino glosses up again. I have 2 of these. These are the Makeup Forever Lab Shine glosses. These are my all-time favorite lip glosses in the entire universe. They've discontinued these. I'm really bummed about that because they are gorgeous on the lips. They're never sticky. This one is in D14 and this one is in D8. I have 2 from Bite. This came in a 3-pack, but the third one was a really dark wine shade. I didn't even try that one out on the lips, but this nude one was in Rambutan, and this pink one was in Strawberry. So I did finish off both of these. This one seems to have a little bit of the gloss left coating the outside of the container, but they're both completely finished off. I have a video where I show you how to pop the stopper out of a lip gloss. If I remember, I'll link that down in the down bar down there, but there's those. I have one from Sephora. This is the Ultra Brilliance Ultra Shine gloss in number 11, Pinup Pink Shiny. I really enjoyed that one. I don't think they make that anymore. There's 2 of these full-on lip glosses from Buxom. I have one in Tanya, which was this kind of corally orange shade, and then this one is from, this one's in the shade Dolly. So I had 2 of those. I have 2 of the full-bodied lip glosses from Buxom. This orange one was in Cha Cha Cha. This was in my Finish Vibe by Fall. And then this one is in Yes You. So there are those. I also had this little mini one from Buxom. This one's in Pink Lady. I have an Urban Decay Naked Gloss here. This one was in the shade Love Child. So it was just a really soft, easy pink shade. I have one eyeshadow palette that I finished off for the year. This is the Lorac Pro palette. And there is what the inside looks like on my palette. Okay, so I have 24 perfumes and fragrances that I finished off for the year. I'm just going to go through these as quickly as I can because I've mentioned all these in Empties videos. This is the Beauty Scents Wild Raspberry and Bright Strawberry body spray. This is the Designer Imposters knockoff of the Viva La Juicy from Juicy Couture. I have two Victoria's Secret body sprays. This one is Glamour. This is Sexy Little Things Noir. This is the Bath & Body Works Hawaii Passion Fruit Kiss. The knockoff from CVS of the Be Delicious perfume. This one is from Perfect Scents. This is the Viva La Juicy, Nicki Minaj Majesty, the Ed Hardy Love Kills Slowly perfume. I have this one over here from Hot Topic. This is the Black Heart perfume. You can see it has little black hearts on the inside that used to float in the perfume. I don't know what the actual name of that perfume is though. This is the Gold Sugar fragrance. Here's another one from Nicki Minaj. This is Pink Friday. This is the Harajuku Lovers G perfume. This is like the holiday version of that scent. Here is the Ralph Lauren Midnight Romance. I really like this perfume. This was sent to me from Anne. I think this was sent to me from Ronnie. I have a Ralph Lauren No. 2 fragrance. This was really nice. If you like sweet perfumes, that one's really good. Here's the Prada Candy. I'm not really a big fan of this one. It's too powdery for my liking. This is a fragrance from BB. Here's another one of the Black Heart perfumes. I think this one's in Muertos. This one smells like black cherries. I have the Elizabeth and James Nirvana White. Here's quite a large spray, like a little deluxe size sample spray, but it's quite big. This is from Tory Burch. I have the True Religion Hippie Chic. I have a MAC Turquotic Rollerball. And then the last two perfumes are by Taylor Swift. This one is just Taylor by Taylor Swift. And then this other one was the Wonderstruck by her. So that is all of my perfumes for 2015. Here are all of the little mini perfume sprayer vials that you can get from Sephora with an online order, or like this one here, I had them fill it up for me. So these are all the little mini perfume samples. And just a note with these, I like to keep these in my purse. And then with all of the big, like larger sized perfumes that I used up, I just wanted to make note that the majority of those, probably 80% of them, had already been used up halfway. So I just was able to finish off the rest of the perfume. So anyway, here's all the little mini samples. And again, I didn't add any of these into the total number. I have 4 setting sprays that I was able to keep track of throughout the year. I think there was probably 1 or 2 more. I think there was another MAC Fix Plus, but it doesn't really matter. So here is the Makeup Forever Mist and Fix setting spray. I had a little deluxe size of the Urban Decay B6 spray. The e.l.f. Oh, this is the brush cleaner. Whoops, I thought that was the setting spray, so ignore this one. And then I have the MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus right here. I had finished 15 nail polishes, colored nail polishes off in my Project Polish. I'll link that playlist down in the description box in case you wanted to go back through. I had 2 more of these MAC polishes. I had one that was in this shade right here and one in this shade. This was Alfredo and this was salad dressing from MAC. So I had all of those polishes right here. I have a cuticle oil. There's 2 Seche Vite top coats. I have an Out the Door top coat and 2 Seche Clear base coats. And I saved 2 of these little nail polish remover pads. You can usually find these are $1 or $2. And these are much gentler on the nails than pure acetone is. So there are all of the nail polishes that I finished for the year. After I sorted everything out from the MAC products that I have left, I even had this one hanging out at the very bottom of my bag. This is the eye makeup remover. I actually have 12 empties here that I have not yet back to MAC'd. So I do have enough for 2 lipsticks or lip glosses or eyeshadows or something. That is everything for me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.